Yeah, what is
Yes.
AWS? What is AWS? AWS is a Amazon Web Service is a cloud provider. So they provide with you a servers and services that you can use on demand and scale easily. AWS has a revolutionized IT over the time. AWS powers some of the biggest websites in the world. Amazon, Netflix. Just 1 second. Yeah, guys, tell me. So where we need to keep our servers? Where we need to keep our servers? Either production or non-production servers. Where we are keeping our servers? We are keeping our servers in the guys non-prod, prod
Data
data
center.
data center. So data center or something like a on-premise. On-premise, on-premise environment. So our servers will be keep it in the something like these are the two servers to create it. So these servers will be keep it in the on-premise environment. On-premise is nothing but a data center environment. So why we are keeping our servers in the data center environment? So because of if we keep the servers in our home, something like there may be a power failure or there may be a internet failure, right? So the data centers provides a rental space for to keep our servers. So they are providing the 99.9% uptime, durability, reliability they are providing, right? So that's the reason we are keeping our servers into the data center environment. So this is the physical data center environment. So something like a cloud also same. Cloud also providing the same. Cloud also providing the same. Cloud also providing the same. So so this is the cloud, right? Cloud. So what is a cloud? Cloud is a API. What is this, guys? API. API is nothing but a application interface. What is this? Application interface. Cloud is nothing but a application interface. So API is nothing but a, for example, API is nothing but a website. So what is the website? For example, Facebook.com, WhatsApp.com, or banking.com, whatever it may be. There might be call it as a website. So uh, cloud also this cloud also linked to a data center. This cloud also linked to data center only. So this is the data center. In the data center, what we are calling, we are keeping our servers into the data center. So guys, so this is just a API. This is just a API or a website. For example, for example, banking sector. Banking sector initially, how we are doing the transactions, how we are doing the transactions. So we are the so we will go to the bank and we will do all the actions in the bank only. So we need to go manually. We need to go. So we need to do the all the actions in the bank only. Bank only. But after that, so after software games, what they will create? They will create a website. They will create a websites for the banking, something like a Citibank or something like HDFC Bank or HSBC. So whatever the bank, they create a application. They create a website for that. They create a website for that banking, and all the transactions will do through the API, through the API or a website, right? The same way, the same way. So something like a insurance. Insurance initially there is no application, there is no website for the insurances also. So insurance also. After so insurances also there is no website. After that they are everyone LIC something like HDFC, HSBC, all the life insurance, all the insurances companies they created their own API. API and we can do the transactions. We can do the insurance transactions. We can do the premiums. Everything will be go to the website and we will do it. We can pay the premiums also, right? So later something like a social media. Social media also before that there is no social media, right? Social media. There is no social media. So after that, so they created the social media, Facebook or something like a WhatsApp or a Twitter. So whatever these are the social medias. Initially, there is no app for this social medias. Later, they will create the apps. So the same way, something like there is no app for the so initially something like a newspaper. So newspapers are something like a news. Initially, the newspapers will be in the physical mode. So physically, they are providing the newspapers. Now, so they created application, and the newspaper also will be available under the IPA application, right? So so this is the physical environment. This is a physical environment. What this is called as a IaaS. IaaS means infra infrastructure as a
Infra as a
service.
code.
Sorry,
Infra as a code.
no, infra as a infrastructure as a
Code.
IAC means infra as a code. IaaS means infrastructure as a service. Or this
Okay.
is infrastructure as a service. So data center initial what they are providing the infrastructure as a for the service. Infrastructure as a service. So cloud also provides the infrastructure as a service. Cloud also provides the infrastructure as a service. But what they created a API. They created a website and link it to the data centers. So link it to the data centers. So why we are going to everyone why we are choosing to cloud. So what is the slogan for the cloud guys? Cloud slogan is something like a pay as you go. So pay as you go. The same way. So something like whatever the banking sector they created the API, insurances, social medias, newspaper, everything they have created the APIs, right? So the initial cloud providers also they're thinking so we want to create a API for this data center. We can create a website for this data center and we can link it to the data center. So initially, is there if we have any problem with the data center, if we have any problem with the server or something like this server, so initially we will go to the manually we will go to the data center, we will check the what is the issue or something like right. So so before cloud, we are going to data center. We will resolve the issues manually. But cloud providers thinking, so everywhere they're creating the application, they're creating the website for the every sector, right? So it's very possible to create a website for the infrastructure also. Yes. So we can create. So that is nothing but a cloud website, cloud API is nothing but a it is a website or it is an application interface for to connecting the AWS to connecting the data center connecting the data centers. So why cloud is popular than data center? So because of one is they created a API. So one is they created a API. We don't want to go to the IaaS. They don't want to go to the data center frequently. So we can use the API and we can access to the data center. We can access to the data center. The first point is pay as you go. What is pay as you go? Pay as you go means whenever you use the server, then only we can pay the money. For example, so I already told you, right, guys? Initially, I already told you. So this is the physical server. This is the virtual server. So this is the cloud environment. So this is a physical server. So this is the virtual VM. So this is a cloud. So cloud also provides the infra only. Cloud also provides the infra only. For example, this is the so in cloud AWS something like so it's called as a VM or something like it. This is also VM. So physical center to a VM, a virtualization to so the cloud. So what is the in a big innovative thought comes into the picture, right? From physical to virtual. Something like here, if you want to keep a one server in the data center, it will take around 10, minimum 10 lakhs, right? For purchasing of a Dell PowerEdge 5 lakhs, and so we will get the code from the data center. So what they are code? They are code for the 5 lakhs for 1 year. So 5 lakhs for 1 year. So if you use or if you don't use, if you are keeping in our servers, definitely they will pay the money, 10 lakhs. So here the virtualization comes into the picture. So the same server we can install the 10 VMs. We can install the 10 VMs. So we can install the 10 VMs. Every VM comes to like a 90% of a cost reduction is there. The innovation thought, what is that? 90% of a cost reduction in the innovation. So 90% cost reduced because of we can install any one of the OVM or Oracle Virtual Machine or something like a VMware. Then we can use our resources. And we can install the number of OSs. Right here we install the 10 OSs based on our resources. So the cost reduces from 90% here. One server it will take 1 lakh per year. So 1 lakh per year. So again, there is a big innovation thought comes into the picture. Innovation. So here also 90% of a 90% cost reduces. So if 90% cost reduces, how much it will be? It will be 10K, 10K thousand, 10K, so 10,000. So initially we will pay a 1 lakh or 10 lakhs per server. After that, a innovation thought virtualization comes into the 1 lakh per server. So again, there will be a cloud came 10K per the server. So why 10K? Something like here. So if we keep the server, if the VM is running or not. For example, dev team. Dev team means nothing but a developer team. So developers, QA team is nothing but a QA team. So QA team, QA environment uses QA environment, dev team uses a dev environment, right? So dev, NV. So dev team uses dev environment, QA team uses QA environment. For example, dev team or QA team. For example, if it is a production server, if it is a production server, is the prod server. So prod server is nothing but end user uses. End user, end users means hours only. For example, this is the Facebook. For example, this Facebook is deployed in our server. So end user. So the production will live 24 by 7. So because of it will access anytime. It will access anytime. But the dev team people, so dev team people, QA team people are working in the so working on working on how many hours, guys? So dev team and QA team. Dev team people working on how many hours in the office? How many hours, guys? Daily, guys. How many hours working a development team, QA team, or anyone in the office, in the real world, anyone in the office. So how many hours they are working?
Generally 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week.
Yes, very good. So 8 hours a day. So the development environment. For example, this is the development environment. So developer, so when this server uses, so whenever he comes into the office from, for example, 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. 6 a.m. 6 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So dev environment. For example, this is the dev server. For example, these are the dev servers. These dev servers are dev team. These dev servers are using 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 16 p.m. So per day, how many hours, guys? 24 hours. 24 hours. So we are not using these development servers. We are not using this development or QA servers. So servers. So every day, 16 hours, we are not using these servers, right? We are not using 16 hours. We are using 8 hours. We are not using these servers, not using 16 hours. So right. So so whenever the developers comes, he start the mission and he work, and whenever he left the company, so something he leaves the company after the working hours. So he shut down the mission. So then whenever tomorrow morning he comes into the office, then he started the server again. So 16 hours. So 16 hours is not using the 16 hours are not using these servers. Same like as a creative master. So from Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, so he will not use 16 hours. 16 into 5, right, guys? 16 into 5. How many? How much, guys? 80, right? So 80 hours. So he is not using 80 hours on Saturday, Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, so something like Saturday, Sunday, how many hours, guys? So he will not enter there, right? 48 hours. So total something like a 128 hours. So 128 hours he is not using the per week 128 hours he is not using the development environment. But if you are using or if you are not using, he will pay the money. He will pay the money. The slogan or the concept, the slogan of the cloud is pay as you go. Pay as you go. Here. So why it 10K? So you can launch the server you can launch the VM in the AWS yeah, or cloud, any cloud. So whenever you are using So whenever you are using, that time only you can pay the money. Whenever, so whenever you are using the servers, so that time only you can pay the money. So if you stop the server, if you stop the server, so it will not consider, so you cannot pay the money. So you cannot pay the money. What is the slogan? Pay as you go. Whenever you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. So that's the reason a big innovative thought comes into the picture. So it will be a 10K, and 90% of reduces the cost. 90% of reduces the from physical to server, physical to virtualization. So this is also a virtualization, but so what is the advantage? So here we need to pay if the server is using or not. Here, so whenever you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. So something like your work is done, you can stop the server, and it will not chargeable. It will not chargeable. So whatever the resources you use, that resources will allocate to another server. These resources, CPU memory will allocate to the another server. So if it is shut down, if the another person is up the server, the resources will be allocated to this one, and they will pay the money from he from here onwards, we will pay the money. So that's the reason. So a cloud is more popular than a data center or a on-premise environment. So what is the guys? What is the slogan? What is the advantages? So the advantage is pay as you go. So pay as you go. Whenever you start the you use the server, that time only we can pay the money. So otherwise, so we cannot pay the money. Cannot pay the money. So, you guys understood? So why it is popular? The first point is pay as you go. So pay as you go. The other advantage is something like we created a API. We created a API to easy to access. Easy access purpose. They created easy access. So easy to access the cloud. Easy to access the data center. Easy to access the data center. and and they are providing what they are providing, something like this is a cloud clouds. These are the services, for example. So what is the services? So data centers provides a infrastructure as a service. Data center provides a infrastructure as a service. So if you provide only infrastructure as a service, so the same data center and AWS are both the same. So they think different, and they created another two services, IaaS. So here also IaaS, they provide a SaaS also, as they provide a SaaS also. So IaaS is nothing but a infra infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. So PaaS is nothing but platform as a service. So SaaS is nothing but a software as a service, guys. So what these two are. So they provided so the only data center provides a IaaS infra as a service. Apart from this, so they think and they provided uh, they added another two services. So what are the services? So a platform as a service and software as a service. So what these are? Cloud services. So what are the cloud services, guys? I will tell you later. Just for the advantages purpose, I'm telling. So these are the cloud services. What are the cloud services, guys? So guys, tell me, speak out. What are the services, guys? Alpesh, what are the cloud services?
Those three: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS.
Yeah.
SaaS.
Yeah. So what is the abbreviation for IaaS and PaaS and SaaS? What is the abbreviation?
Infra as a service, platform as a service, and a software as a service.
So IaaS means infra as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. SaaS means software as a service. So what these are cloud services, but so on-premise or data center environment provides only on-premise or data center environment provides only so infra as a service. So infra as a service. Apart from this, they provide another two services. So what data center provides? They provide a infra as a service. Just infra, they provide a infra as a service. But here, so AWS, something like a cloud. So not a AWS, cloud. Cloud provides a IaaS, infra as a service, as well as platform as a service, as well as software as a service. Yeah. Cloud providers. Who provides the cloud environment? Guys, who provides the cloud providers? Who provides the cloud? Guys, tell me. Who are the cloud providers? Guys, who are the cloud providers?
AWS.
Very good. AWS. So Amazon provides a solution called as a AWS. AWS is nothing but a Amazon Web Services. So Amazon provides a Amazon Web Services. So they provide a web services. They provide a web services. Yes. So what are the cloud providers? Yeah, Amazon company. Amazon company. Amazon company. They create a service cloud provider called AWS. AWS is nothing but a Amazon Web Services. So Amazon Web Services. So guys, other companies also provided a cloud solutions, right? Does anyone knows apart from this AWS?
I think there is
So
a mic.
Google, Facebook, and iPhone, and Apple
Hmm.
as well. Apple.
Apple is a company. What they are providing? They are providing a iPhones and laptops, right? So iPhone company, Apple company provides a infra, something like they provide a hardware, a laptop and iOS, right? So they provided a cloud. No, they are not provided the cloud.
I think Microsoft, they have
Yes,
the
Microsoft. Microsoft company created created the cloud called. Yeah, tell me, Ritesh. What is that cloud name?
I don't know the cloud name, but I knew that Azure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the cloud name is Azure. So what is the cloud name, guys? The cloud name is Azure. Look, guys, does anyone know apart from these Azure and AWS?
The Google platform.
Google company creates a creates a cloud called as GCP. Yeah, Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Platform, GCP. So the cloud provider name is GCP. So AWS, Azure, Apart from this, Oracle company also provides a cloud solution, that is a OCI. So Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So IBM company also IBM company also, they created own cloud as is a IBM cloud. So apart from this,
Alibaba, I think.
yes, very good. Alibaba company also created their own cloud called Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud. So Alibaba Cloud is for, I think, China. China companies are China is created their own called as a Alibaba Cloud. Guys, understood? So what are the cloud providers? Now tell me, what are the cloud providers? AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, IBM Cloud, Alibaba Cloud. Yes, what are the cloud providers, guys? Tell me, what are the cloud providers? Guys, speak out.
AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle.
Yes, so these are the cloud providers. Now you understood? So cloud providers. So who are providing the cloud solutions? Who are providing the cloud solutions? These companies are these are the cloud providers. So the companies are created their own cloud and released in the market. So released in the market. What are the cloud providers, guys? AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, IBM, Alibaba. Alibaba. All the cloud providers supports the cloud services. Right. So these all cloud providers are supports the cloud services. Supports the cloud services. What are the cloud services? IaaS, infra as a service. So platform as a service, software as a service. So everyone, Azure, AWS provides these cloud services, Azure provides these cloud services, GCP provides these cloud services, Oracle provides these cloud services, IBM provides these cloud services, Alibaba provides these cloud services. So these cloud services. Guys, now I understood why why the cloud is popular than data center or on-premise environment. So why I am telling initially starting from the data center, this is the reason. So this is the reason. So cloud also uses the data center only, but they create a API or a website and they link it to the data center. So they link it to the data center, they connect to the data center. So whenever you are in the your launch in the AWS, something like just launch instance, it will connect to the data center. They will create a create a server, a virtual machine in the data center only. Just the cloud, these all are the they created a website, or API and link it to the data center only. So whatever it may be. So finally, so how we can get the service, how we can get the VM? We can get the VM in the through the data center only. So something like this is a physical environment. So this is a VM, right? How we can create the VM? We can create the VM in the physical server only. So they are also provided a dedicated services or a something like a reserved services. So they are also provides they are also provide the same platform. But so why they are popular? They are popular as a pay as you go, and they create a infra as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and something like yeah. So on the cloud providers. So cloud providers. So what is the difference between IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS? So I will tell you guys. So your company is a big company. In our company, operations in IT department, operations engineers also there, or developers also there, QA also there. So everyone is there. Everyone is there. So operation engineers, what they do, IT infra, they are providing the infra. They are providing the infra. For example, so this is a big company. So this is a big company. In this big company, all the departments are there. So you just took the only service is called as a infra as a service. IaaS. So infra as a service, what they provide the VMs. So after the VMs, so what you need to do, you need to deploy your application, right? So what you need to do, you need to deploy your application. So for example, this is the infra. So what you need to do, you need to deploy your application. So platform as a service. So this is nothing but a IaaS, infra as a service. Something like a platform as a service means, so platform is nothing but a, we need to install the software. Softwares for the for the application deployment. What are the softwares you need? For example, you need a Java and the Tomcat. So these two are the platform. A platform is nothing but a software need to install for the deployment. Yes. So this is a PaaS. Yes, PaaS is there. So the something like we install the Tomcat and Java. So we install the Tomcat and Java. Then we deployed our application. We deployed our application. So everything. So application deployment is nothing but a SaaS, software as a service. Software as a service. So SaaS is nothing but a, so something like a deployment of the code. So deployment of the code. Something like um, so a big company, so developers are there, operation engineers are there, QA team is, everyone is there. So just took the IaaS infra as a service, just they provides the infra as a service means just they provides the servers. So after the servers are VMs, you have a IT team, you install the platform as a service. Platform as a service means so we install the softwares. So whatever the softwares we need to deploy our application, these softwares we install. So that is nothing but a platform as a service. The software as a service means we will provide the infra and platform and software. So software as a service means code. Who developed the code? So developer developed the code, right? Here developer is there. His developer is there. QA team is there. QA team is there. IT team is there, right? IT team. What the IT team do? IT team do the infra. So what the developers do? Developer develop the code, right? So we have all the, so just we took the infra. So we are in our IT team, our infrastructure team. They create they install all the softwares. They install all the softwares, and the developer, whatever the developer develop that code will be deployed in the code will be deployed on the server. So this will be taken care by everyone. So that's the reason we take care of the IaaS as infrastructure. But some of the company, so this is a startup company. In this company, only QA team and developers are there. Only QA team and developers. D means the developers, Q means QA team. So they hired only developers and QA team. So there is no IT team. There is no IT team. So he developed the code. He developed the code. So this company developed the code, for example, WhatsApp code. But what they want, so they want a infra and they want a platform. So they want a infra and platform. So code already there. The code is already there in there. The code is there. We want to deploy our code in the servers. Who will provide the infra? Yes. So they are searching, yes, a cloud, AWS for whatever it may be. Cloud provides the infra as a service. Along with I want to install the softwares also. I want to install the softwares also. Yeah, who will provide? They provide infra as a service means only they provide the infra as a service. Platform as a service means they provide the infra as well as softwares also installed. Yes. So we have a solution. We took the solution as a platform as a service. In the platform as a service, what they install? They install the softwares, Java and Tomcat. They install the Java and the Tomcat. So then, so they took the platform as a service. So what it means platform as a service? So platform as a service means they provides the they provides the infra as well as softwares also installed. Softwares also installed. So here there is no need IT infrastructure. What they are providing the infra as well as a platform as a service. He just deployed the code. Just deployed the code. So software as a service. Software as a service. So software as a service means software as a service. Software as a service. So software as a service means underlying. So I need a software as a service. Something like I'm a client. I'm a client. So I'm a client. I don't know anything. So in my company, in my company, so there is no developers, there is no QA team, there is no IT infrastructure. So everything will provide some other. So they are looking for they need a software, but so they don't have the infra, they don't have the platform, they don't have the developers, they don't have the QA team, they don't have the IT team. But we need a software. So cloud provides a SaaS. SaaS is nothing but a software as a service. Software as a service means software as a service means first they provides the infra as a service, they provides the platform as a service, they provides the software as a service also. They provides IaaS, they provides PaaS. Yes. So they provide a software as a service. So software as a service means so they provide the infra, they provide the platform, they provide the software also. For example, so they have a thought like call as a I need to create a web WhatsApp.com. WhatsApp, WhatsApp, WhatsApp. So everything will be created, everything will be the code. So in the cloud providers, so there is a infra people also there is a IT people also there, developer people also there, QA team also there. So what they will provide entire. So they just gave the we need a WhatsApp, we need a WhatsApp application. So what the cloud providers do, first they create the infra and they install the platform, then the developers the cloud developers, for example, AWS developers also there. The developers they create the application and deploy the application. So everything will be taken in the software as a service. Everything will be taken care of by the cloud providers. Everything will be taken care by the cloud providers. In the software as a infra as a service, just took the infra. Everything will be taken care by our company. The software installations, the deployment, everything. So platform as a service. So there is no IT team. It's a startup company. There is no IT team. Only developers and QA team is there. So we need to install the platform as a service. We need a platform as a service. So we have the code. We can deploy it. But in the SaaS, so we don't know anything. We don't know anything. So I have a thought. So if you are implement that thought, yes. So we are the cloud providers. We implement everything. So we provide a platform as a service, software as a service, or IaaS. So infra as a service. So they provides everything. So I need a Gmail application. So they took the application. First, they create the cloud provider create the infra platform and SaaS software as a service. Everything will be taken care by the cloud providers. Guys, now you understood? So why AWS is popular? Only data center on-premise environment, on-premise or data center environment provides only infra as a service. But in the cloud, but in the cloud, they provides the infra as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Software as a service. Every cloud providers, they provide the infra, platform, and software as a service. So that's the reason cloud is more popular than data center. So why it is a popular? So because of these two also, they included platform as a service and software as a service. That's the reason. So that's the reason the cloud is popular than data center. So one is pay as you go. So another one is something like they provide the platform and software as a service. And so the cloud will be the cloud environments will be two types. What are the three types, guys? Cloud environments. So cloud environments. So cloud environments will be a three types. One is a public cloud, private cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So the environments they are providing the how many types of environments, right? They provide the three types of environment: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So what is a public cloud? What is a private cloud? What is a hybrid cloud? So the both combination public and private is nothing but a hybrid cloud. What is it, guys? Both combination of pub and club plus private equal to hybrid cloud. So the hybrid cloud means they provide the both public and private. So public cloud. So public cloud means so whenever you stop the resources, right? So it will be allocated to another another company, and they are able to see the content or everything. They are able to see the it's related to public. Private means so dedicated resources, dedicated resources. A dedicated resources also. So no one cannot use my infra. So I need a dedicated resources. So something like so this private cloud is not visible to another company, another people. They created our private cloud and they will give you. So it will not access any company. So public means everyone can access this, everyone can see this public, or everyone can allocate the resources, right? Allocated the resources. So these are the what are the guys? So a cloud. Cloud is nothing but a AWS cloud providers. Who are the cloud providers? Guys, tell me. Who are the cloud providers? Guys, tell me, speak out. Who are the cloud providers?
AWS, Azure,
Okay.
Microsoft, Google Company, Oracle, IBM, Alibaba.
These are the cloud providers. The cloud providers and these are the core features. Any cloud, something like cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. Cloud services is for every cloud. Is for every cloud. So AWS having the these three cloud services. Same like as Azure also having these cloud services. Google, Oracle, IBM, Alibaba. So everyone having their uses the core features of the cloud. What are the core features? Cloud services, cloud environment, and cloud providers. Right. So cloud environments. Any cloud having these three environments. AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, IBM, Alibaba, any cloud they provides the cloud environments. So any cloud they use the cloud services. Any cloud they use the cloud services. Guys, Now you understand why cloud is popular than data center on premise. So data centers, another name is called it as a on premise. On premise environment or a data center environment. So why it is popular than data center? So data center they provides only the infrastructure as a service. But so here the cloud environments they provides infrastructure as a service apart from platform as a service and software as a service. And the cloud providers, public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. So cloud providers. So these all are. If you learn any one of the cloud, so it is easy to understand the other clouds. It is easy to understand other clouds. For example, so if you learn any one of the language, something like for example Java or C or C++. So the concepts are in the OOPS concept. What is the concept? So OOPS concept is the core feature for all the languages. So OOPS concept is the core feature for the all the languages. So it is easy to learn other languages. Right? If you learn any one of the language, it is easy to understand other language because of the concepts of OOPS. In the every language it will comes the OOPS concept. Right? So it will be easy to understand other languages also. The same like if you learn any one of the cloud, if you learn any one of the cloud, it is easy to understand the other cloud. So the core functionality should be same. The the core functionality should be something like in AWS, the VM call it as a instance instance. But in Azure they call it as a VM. So then the core features, the feature is same, the features and the services are same, but the difference is the naming convention. So here Azure they call it as a VM. So they call it as a VM. So the action is same. Instance, a VM, both are same, working same. Something like instance is nothing but a server, a VM. So VM virtual machine is nothing but a VM. So both are same functionality, but the functionality should be same. The functionality should be same, but the difference is the naming convention the naming convention should be a different. The functionality is same. The naming convention should be should be different. Just here we call it as an instance, AWS. Here we call it as a VM. Or GCP we call it as a some other name. Oracle they call it as a some other name. So the future, the functionality, future functionality, the future or the functionality is the same, but the naming convention should be different. So something like so in AWS we call it as a S3 bucket. S3 bucket. So in Microsoft they call it as a OneDrive or something like that. OneDrive. OneDrive. Google call it as a Google Drive. The functionality should be same. So this is for storaging, this is for storaging, this is for storaging. The naming convention should be different. This is the AWS, they call it as a simple storage service. So Azure call it as a OneDrive. As a Google call it as a Google Drive. But the naming convention should be different. The functionality should be same. So if you learn any one of the cloud, it is automatically learn. It is easy to learn the other cloud environments also. It is learn to learn the other clouds also. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not? Let's speak out.
Yes, yes.
Yes, right? So what you learn? Cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. Cloud providers, cloud services, cloud environments. You guys are understood, right? Just understood the. So tomorrow we will discuss about what is a cloud computing, why we are go for cloud computing, history and origins of a cloud computing, characteristics of the cloud computing, types of the cloud services, software as a service, platform as a service, infra as a service, cloud implementation type and functions. So we will discuss tomorrow. This we already discussed, but we will discuss this again. So we will discuss this again. Next, so we will show you. So what is the software as a service, platform as a service? So I will show you tomorrow. So what is the so the environment cloud implementation type, private, public, hybrid. So then what is AWS? So these all are the related to cloud. So these all are the related only cloud. So we are not discussing any one of the cloud. So then we will discuss the, so what we are learning here, we are learning the AWS. So we'll show you what is AWS, benefits of using AWS, history and origins of AWS, AWS component, AWS services, AWS region, availability zone, edge location, certifications. We will start from here. So this is just a brief introduction about the cloud. So just a brief introduction about the cloud. You guys are understood, right? Just so cloud is nothing but just a API. API, they create a website and they link up to the data center only. But here, what we will do, everything we will do the manual things. So here it will comes a API, a website, and so if you want a link, a launch instance, I mean, if you want an instance, so here we can just click the instance. It will automatically background and automatically we can we can give the one, we can deploy, we can create a one instance, we can create a one instance. We'll show you guys tomorrow. We'll show you the AWS. Tomorrow we'll show you the AWS. AWS console. So API is call it as a console. So API call it as the name call it as a console. What is the name call it as a guys? Console. AWS console, Azure console, GCP console, OCI console, IBM console, Alibaba console. How we can connect to this? Through the console. To the console. So we can connect the cloud, any cloud. So we can connect the cloud. So this is cloud, guys. So this is D. So we can connect the cloud in two ways. So one is console, and one is the CLI. Guys, CLI means? Guys, tell me what is CLI? Guys, tell me what is CLI? Guys are there, huh? Praveen? Srinivas? Yes, what is CLI? So Linux, so how you are connecting your Linux? How
Command
you are
line interface.
Yes, command line interface. So other one is cloud. This is we can connect with the web browser. So how you can connect with the console? We can connect with the console through the web browser. So how we can connect with the CLI? We can connect with the CLI through command prompt. Command prompt. Right, guys, understood? So every cloud we can connect to two ways. One is console way, another way CLI way. So another way is CLI, command prompt. We can connect through the command prompt or we can connect to the web browser. So we can connect to the web browser. This is a AWS Amazon console. So this is the console. Yeah. So we can provide the two users, two ways. We can connect with the two ways. So something like one way is so the root user and password, the root user and so something like a root user, same like as a. So so in Linux we have a two types of users. One is a super user, other one is a normal user. So IAM user is the normal user, or root user is the super user. Super user can have all the permissions. A normal user can have some certain limit of permissions. So we have two types of user accounts. Right, guys? How we can connect? So we can connect. So how you are sign up your so how you are sign up your Facebook, Google, Gmail. Same like as we can sign up with our with the AWS account, AWS website. Then we can connect this AWS cloud. So this is the console. So this is the console. So CLI also we can connect the server. So going forward, you will understand. Okay, how we can connect this AWS or any cloud. For example, AWS. So how we can connect AWS console? One is the console. Yeah, one is the console. Yeah. So this is the console. We connected through the console. So whatever we are connecting from the web browser, that is nothing but a console. So whatever we are connecting the AWS through the command prompt is nothing but a ALI. So we can connect every cloud are two types. So one is console and another one is command line interface. Command line interface. Guys, now you understood? You understood the how to connect through console. So this is the console. So EC2. So here you call it as a instances. So instances is nothing but a VM. Instances is nothing but a VM. So we will so something like here. It just so launch the instance. Just you provide the steps. It will hardly take up 2 to 3 minutes or below 5 minutes only. But in the data center, how much time it will take to deploy one server? At least you install right VMware. So it takes something like half an hour to 1 hour, right? But in cloud, it will take below within the 5 minutes. Within the 5 minutes, we can take it. Guys, will tell you. So we'll continue from tomorrow. Okay, guys, understood, right? Praveen, Alpesh, Karina, Srinivas, you guys are understood.
Yes, yes.
So these are the just the basic functionality, core features of the cloud. We are not discussing any cloud. So just these are the cloud core features. So every cloud, something like if you want to go with Azure or everything, so definitely we need to discuss these things. Definitely we discuss these things. Okay. So in which cloud we are learning, guys? What are the cloud? AWS cloud we are learning. Okay. Guys, will continue from tomorrow.